Okay, use the given substitution again. Alrighty, so the given substitution for the first one is u equals x to the, let's say x to the half. So du is equal to half x to the minus half dx, or in other words, 1 on 2 square root x dx. The reason I put it in that form is that we have a 1 on root x dx here. And if I put, if I want a 2 there as well, I could put a 2 under here, which just means putting a 2 out the front to balance it. So if I rewrite that integral, I've got 2 outside of that whole 1 on 2 root x dx just becomes du. And the 1 plus x would be 1 plus, now the x would just be u squared. So if I make x the subject there, I'd have to square both sides. So I'd get x equals u squared. And we can see that that integral just works nicely because it's our inverse tan of u. And u, make sure we put it back in terms of x. So u is x to the half. So there's our solution. All right, so let's look at b. All right, so again, for b, we need to let, do it over here, let u be x plus 1 to the half. So when I do that, du is half x plus 1 to the negative half dx, which we know just looks like this, in case that's what we're looking for. And so we look up there and we see, yes, we've got the square root x plus 1 and the dx, this part, but we need a 2, and so we'll put a 2 out the front because it's like a half. Yeah. So we've got 2 integral. Now you can't see it, so I'll just get rid of, why is that not disappearing? There we go. All right, so yeah, so that part just becomes du. So really we've just got an x left. So we really need to make x the subject. So let's go back to this. If we square both sides, we get x plus 1. If we make x the subject, we've got u squared minus 1. So we're going to change that to u squared minus 1, and the rest equals du. Okay, nice and easy. So we've got u cubed on 3 minus u plus c. Let's go back to x's. So what have we got here? U cubed. So we've got, that's x plus 1 to the power of, I'll write it like this, x plus 1 to the power of 3 on 2. And x plus 1 to the power of half. Okay, so let's take out, they've both got a square root x plus 1 in them, so let's go 2, and let's put square root x plus 1 in there. So if we pulled that out, that's 1 out of 2, so this this one has 2 out of 2 left, which is a whole x plus 1. And if I look at the next one, I've taken that out, so it's a minus 1. And if I, let's see, so what do I want to do? If I want to, I could actually make this a common denominator of 3. So if I want to make it look pretty, let's make that a 3 on 3 instead, and pull that 3 out. So we've got 2/3. So we've got 2/3, we've got square root x plus 1. So I've pulled that 3 out, so I'm going to get x plus 1 minus 3. So 2/3, just to make it look nice, we've got x minus 2 plus c. Hope that helps.